Hello, my mate. Welcome back. Okay, so it's your work obviously for the week. We we've got a really big opportunity here. Okay, to really concentrate. We don't have to worry, especially the first session or so. We don't have to worry about what the strike feels like or anything like that. But a real opportunity to feel and change these movement patterns. Okay, obviously number one priority, that move there. Okay, that's number one priority. The rest we can get away with it. The rest is improved anyway. Sequencing, shoulder plane, club face, all that stuff's all improved. Okay, so I want you to work really, really hard in the session and not get frustrated and not worry about what the strike feels like. Okay, right, so little warm up. Okay, we're going to do these little helicopters in warm up. Okay, um, they kind of tilted helicopters, but they're just called helicopters. Okay, so I think they're called helicopters because you move your torso, not your arms, not the blades of the helicopter. Okay, so in your posture, arms outstretched, turn your torso correctly. All right, the arm will point just other side of the golf ball, the blade. Okay, oh, I moved it, right? And then you move your body back. All right, and again, that blade is going to point just other side of the golf ball. Now, obviously, if the hips go here, swing gets inside, blades get there. Okay, that's kind of where we're at, right? Okay, so over a golf ball. This is your warm up. Okay, all right, and then we're going to do some hip rolls. Okay, very much the same thing. Okay, tilt the hip. Okay, so you notice sometimes I'll talk to you about or show you on video that it's the hip leveling out. Okay, it's all the same thing. Hip leveling out, knees, weight onto my toes, all the same thing. Okay, so do some hip rolls. So on your hips, tilt over. Okay, little backswing, feeling some weight shift there. All right, and then as I fire and rotate, okay, the right hip stays down and underneath me. I don't let it level out and go towards the golf ball. Okay. All right, so that's the little warm up. Okay, all right, and then that's obviously the body warm up. Okay, now the golf swing warm up. I'd like you to do this with some center striking if you can. So with some tees or some balls. That doesn't look right. Is that right? Sorry, this is not my normal golf club that I would play with. Looks when I'm standing, it looks like it's addressed out the heel. Okay. So what we're going to do is stand too close to the golf ball, basically. That's pretty much all we're going to do. Okay. So you can start with like an 8-iron, and we're just doing like half and little 3/4 swings. Do some 8s, do some 7s, do some 6s. So go wherever you're comfortable, all right, and then shuffle in quite close. Don't now slide down the grip. Stay there. Obviously, your posture might need to manipulate a little bit, but ideally, we want to push that back to create room, isn't it? Yeah. And then we want to make a horrible, awkward feeling swing. Okay, but learn that, hold on a second, I can hit the middle of the face from there. All right? As awkward as it feels, and yes, I have to manipulate it. Okay, now obviously for you, if we get any of this going, it's going to be a real struggle, right? So, and don't hit them as hard as I hit that one. Okay, so normal serve, get closer, taller, maybe even softer. Even softer than that if you can. All right, but start off slowly and just see how it goes. Okay, it's going to be quite hard. Don't worry. Okay, it's just to force things the other way, so we can at some point learn how to do that. We've tried the kickback drill, etc., etc. Right, it's all the same thing. Okay, so that's the warm up. Okay, so quite an important warm up there. And again, just be disciplined in your movement. Sometimes when you do those little functional rep things, you just kind of rush through them quickly. Concentrate, get everything moving correctly. All right. Okay, so then into our drills. Okay, so we're going to do the little sequence, all right, of feet, knees, hips. Okay, so 2 with the feet. Okay, not letting the weight come onto the toes throughout the swing, especially transition, especially transition and downswing. Okay, don't let that weight come onto the toes. Oh, I need to reset this thing. So 2 of those. Then we've got 2 with the knees. Do not let the knees go towards the golf ball. Keep those knees back. throughout the swing. Oh, that felt nice. Hey, felt really nice. And then obviously last one with the hips. Okay, as you change direction, no leveling out towards the ball. Hips stay back and roll. This is how we golf balls. This is not how we golf balls. This is how we golf balls. Bum out, hips down, but they are rotating. Yeah? Okay, that's why we're doing the 2, 2, and 2. Okay, take some videos of that 2, 2, and 2 for me, please. We haven't seen it in action yet, because we might be able to isolate one that's just easier for you. You go, oh, just keep your knees back. That's sorted. Just keep doing that. We don't have to complicate it, right? Okay, so that's it. The technical work. And then I just want you to end your session with some fades and draws. Okay. Try a few straight ones for me as well. Okay. Even myself, I'm not a really huge fan of hitting straight, especially on the golf course, especially with longer clubs. But it'll be a good way to practice and maybe learn exactly where the golf club is and the club head is relative to my body rotation and posture. Okay, so just some fades. Obviously start with fades because it's not really a shot you're going to use and it's going to promote our rotary factors. So start with your fades, okay, and then maybe hit some draws and then finish off with 1 or 2 straight ones. Okay, and then obviously you can change clubs. Depending on how much time you got, you can then change clubs and do it. Okay, obviously the draws is going to be easier with the strike and the flights and everything like that. Fades will be harder, but probably more important in terms of isolating our technique. Right. Okay, so a hard-working session, my mate. Okay, dig in, work hard. Okay, it's a big opportunity for us to really isolate and get rid of this hip and balance point issue on the downswing. All right, because everything else you're doing really, really well. Okay, thanks, my mate. Have a good one. I'll talk to you during the week.